Okay, so now that we've created our own data set, we've populated it with people and information, let's try going to a separate site, a client site of TL7, to see how it interacts with TL7 by sending HL7 XML messages over a REST interface. So this is a sample e-pharmacy that's connected to TL7. Let's log in there. And let's go over to the people section. Okay, let's search for our patient. It was John. And as soon as we click search, what's actually going to happen is it's going to issue a find candidates query behind the scenes, send that off to TL7, and TL7 will respond with a response. So we click search, and there we found John Smith. So if we click on John Smith, it's actually going to issue some more queries because we want to drill down a little further and find out more demographic information, things about John Smith's prescriptions, and notes that are attached to him. So let's click on that. Okay, so here's our demographics, our address, our prescription. So there's the warfarin that we issued, and the notes that he had a pulmonary embolism. So each of these three sections were also found by HL7 messages that were sent to TL7 and responses that came back. Now let's take a look at TL7 and look at the message logs to actually see those messages that were sent. So we come to the messages section here, and here's the find candidates query that we sent. So if we take a look at that, we can actually see here, if we scroll down, this is the message that was sent, and the query parameter section shows that we were searching for someone with the given name John. Now if we scroll down a little further, we can look at the response here, and we can see down below that in the subject section it was actually so John Smith that we found. Okay, so we'll come back to the message log here. Now you'll also see that right after that was our get demographics query, our medication prescription summary, and our patient notes. So that got our demographics and prescriptions and notes. Now, we saw that all those four were sent via the REST interface. Now if we wanted to grab the XML from our find candidates, we could actually try it out here locally using our web interface. So we can copy this into processing a message, and we can see how Panacea handles these just copied and pasted in HL7 messages. Okay, so here's our response, and we can see down here below, again, we found John Smith. So those are some of the basics of setting up your own registry with the graphical user interface, and of course these could be added using HL7 messages as well. In fact, we could come and process a message with an add person request or such. Yeah, it just shows the ease of use of the UI that we have to be able to set up your registry the way you want. So that ends this screencast. So next we're going to be looking at how to handle different error conditions in the development process.